Excuse me. I just coughed. I don't know if you heard it or not. I got new melatonin. They're 10 milligrams. So I just ate half last night. I guess I ate more than half. I know somebody out there is laughing at that because that's your stupid sense of humor. You ate half? You ate so much more than half. And then they're literally like laughing so hard because they have like the stupidest humor in the world. You guys know people like that? It's like, what is wrong with you? I think I'm talking to different people because I was like, I don't know. But anyway, I am being told to keep it casual with myself, but I don't know. Like, these so many weird things. I think they broke my back last night because I have like this really like weird feeling in my back. If only I had a normal, stable job in LA, then I wouldn't be here right now. If only I had a normal, stable boyfriend in LA that became a husband, then I wouldn't be here right now. You know, I wonder what that job's related to. I wonder what that husband's related to. So, um, okay. So, I put Ensure. I think it's Ensure. It's like a protein shake, but it's not that good. It kind of tastes like chalk. I put that in here this morning because I was like, "Ooh, French vanilla." It doesn't taste that bad. But when I had just the shake, I was like, "Ugh, tastes like chalk." Like there's really good protein powders out there. You're like a protein shake type of person, protein powder type of person, and that ain't one of them. You just buy the protein powder and go ask like a physical trainer. I don't remember exact brands, but if you ask a physical trainer, I'm pretty sure they'll ask you answer that question to you for free. Like, what's a good protein powder? Or you could probably Google it. Then you just go buy like the protein powder that the fitness trainers recommend, and it's like you put like the scoops in your shake or whatever in your smoothie, and those are bomb. Okay, that's like really good French vanilla. This shit's bomb. Okay, and sure is like disgusting, but it's okay in the coffee. It's just like so thick and like it tastes like chalk. It doesn't taste good. Um, I like these. Okay, so if I take like a half of these feels, if I take a half, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good body high, but then I get so tired. Like at the end of the body high, I get like completely exhausted. And so I slept like all day. I also think it's sort of like cumulative. Like I took half, and then when the half was completely out of my system, I took the other half. And then it seemed like more intense. And I was like, maybe I should have just taken a quarter. Um, and then like I was so tired, I had to sleep after that one. And so I like this. I just don't like how tired it makes me. Um, the body high is like okay, and if I take half, it seems to be like a pretty good stable body high and like not a panic attack. But there is like sort of like a tiny bit of panic attack and then down. And then it's like body high, and then it's like tiny bit of panic attack and then down. Um, I'm like afraid of that chalky feeling coming back, that chalky taste coming back. I'm like, it's just gonna be a big glob of Ensure at the bottom of this, and it's just gonna be like all Ensure, and I'm gonna be like, oh. Um, I think Joe Biden drinks just black coffee. I'm like, who drinks black coffee? But that's really simple for his servants, isn't it? It's like keep it simple for your servants so they don't hate you. I'm afraid of my coffee. I'm afraid it's gonna taste disgusting any minute now. And I'm bracing for it. And I don't want to take my mind off of it in case it does become disgusting and it hits me out of nowhere. Well, I had a good run, you guys. Um, well, it should be like this, guys. I had a good run, and what it shouldn't be is Alyssa and Gigi and Emma Stone and doppelgangers chanting over the screen, "Stupid God, stupid God," because we all know where that song leads us. Nowhere that we want to be. You think they'd be smart enough to like say something like that. They're just like, we're just going to employ your husband until you die, Alyssa. We're literally just going to employ your husband until you die. Like, you're never going to see him again. You're never going to see him again. You're never going to see him again. Never, 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 never. Ugh. Fred Armstead, what are you doing here? Oh, it tastes like chocolate milk. Okay, that was a pleasant surprise. Um, Bro, Marvel is like so freaking bold. Marvel is so bold without Stan Lee. Marvel's like, yeah, we're literally gonna just juice your brain until all of the Alyssas throw a riot because basically the entire Marvel audience is a giant Alyssa. And I know they hear me and they're like, we can literally be mutants. We don't have to watch a fucking mutant on the screen. This is such bullshit. Or AKA superheroes, same basic thing, basically. I was with Chris Evans last night in Future Earth, and I was basically having like husband wife time with him. Um, just like romantic time with Chris Evans. We weren't having sex, but like romance. The romance was blooming. Is my name Dakota Fanning and am I that stupid? Like, um, so I was in Future Earth with Chris Evans and like sitting on his lap and like kissing my husband and da 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 da. And if my name is Dakota Fanning, he's not your husband and you are literally that stupid. And it's Alyssa Janello actually saying it out loud because that's my actual husband. It's not your husband. And then I was like, well, I gave him Alba Batista. Like he should be like kind of happy. And that's obviously something I wouldn't say, he should be kind of happy with like, somebody that's trying to destroy the world. Of course, he should be kind of happy with someone that's trying to destroy his life, his career, his happiness, his self-esteem, his and the world at large. Why wouldn't he be happy with that? So so yeah, it was a little off. So I probably was like Dakota Fanning on like the inside a little bit, like I had a little bit of her and whatever, but it was obviously me. It was obviously Alyssa and Chris, and you look in the mirror and you're like, oh my God, I'm so pretty. I don't ever want to be Dakota Fanning again. That should be your first clue about how special you are, Dakota Fanning, with your little bird face and your little bird hair. Okay. Um, your little bird haircut. I might have had dark hair last night. I might have dark brown hair, dark black hair, Juliet style, you know, I think the same haircut, but maybe like dark hair. So we're playing Romeo and Juliet again because you guys aren't listening. You guys aren't listening to us, and it's like so fun for us. The ultimate mirror challenge. I mean, why do I need a printer, right? I don't really need a printer. You guys, I don't have Facebook Marketplace anymore because I can't get onto Facebook. Um, so yeah, I was in Future Earth, New Energy Earth with Chris Evans last night. I guess it's New Energy Earth, but where's the animals? You guys are freaking animals at New Energy Earth. I already went over this with you. Okay, you degrade, you decline, you devolve into literal animals, okay? And I love animals, and I actually see that as like an insult to the animals because animals are the best. My dog is the fucking best thing in the world. Okay, so really, is it a devolution? It's like I have to make you into these gentle, amazing creatures called animals for you to get it, like where you can't talk. Like I have like tons of ghoulias being like, can I talk? Can I speak? And it's like literally, no, you can't. And it's like you're not gonna get it until you're carted off to New Energy Earth and you're a mole. You're literally a little mole and you can't speak. And then you see your mom come over to your little freaking mole house, your little in-ground mole house, and I'm like this, and you're like, oh my God, it's the Nephilim queen, Alyssa, and I am in love with her. And then you're like finally gonna get it, and you're never gonna be able to talk again or say like mean things to me, like you want to hurt me or you want to sue me or you want me out of my own video game or anything like that. And like the only thing you're gonna be able to do is like look at your gigantic, queen mother and be like, I love her. I love her. I love my mother. I mean, is she really, I don't know. Is she really the princess if you're a little mole? I don't know, I don't know. But yeah, it's like, you're literally not gonna like shut the fuck up, Becky, until you're a mole. Until you're fucking carted off to New Energy Earth. And I guess Chris and I are New Energy Earth, but we're still people and we're in gray boxes because Future Earth hasn't like rejuvenated itself with organic energy. So it's sort of just like gray IKEA. But I mean, it always kind of looks like IKEA, if you want to know. Like Future Earth always kind of looks like IKEA. Have you guys ever been to an IKEA before? So, yeah, if you go to an IKEA, it sort of looks, that's sort of what Future Earth looks like. Notice there's no animals, okay? So it's not really New Energy Earth. You stupid fucking people on the planet that want to call it New Energy Earth. New Energy Earth is a level one destruction level. Okay, you're already turning me on, and I already want to play Last of Us yet again. As soon as I start talking about it, I'm like, oh, oh, I'm so turned on. I like just want to go play Last of Us right now. Um, because level one is destruction extinction level, and that leads to the planet being extinct from people, but there's still flora and fauna, and that's the population of New Energy Earth. So I think eventually the zombies probably die out as well because they're basically like humanoids. Um, and the New Energy Earth is taken over by the flora and fauna, and it's a peaceful society, and that's like what it takes for like humans to fucking get it. Like humans literally, if you're talking about New Energy Earth, you literally are not going to be able to get it until humans are extinct and you're an animal. And how sad is that for you that you're that much of a fucking idiot on this planet? Like you're literally that stupid. You're literally like that fucking dumb. Like it's amazing. Um So yeah, yeah, Dakota Fanning's like, you know what I mean? Is she gonna get her star on like the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Like, how is her career going? Like, let's talk about who she's dating. Was the chemistry real with Chris Evans? Like, let's just keep going in that direction and like not be shocked when like all of your dreams are you being a pig on a pig farm. And you're like, what do you mean I'm a pig? Okay. Oh, my arm still hurts. Okay, so my arm hurts, my back hurts. None of this is real. And you guys are listening in, so you should come over and like give me $50. I kind of want like $50 to like go to the grocery store and like go buy stuff and whatever. And you should really hand me over to my fucking husband today and like leave me the fuck alone. You know, you don't have a chance with Chris Evans in hell. So just so you should just like mind your own business. You know what I mean? I don't think I need Sebastian. And I think we kind of like Annabelle. You know what I mean? It's like some girls sort of like pass the tests. Some girls sort of like start to pass the test, or whatever. I mean, obviously she was a complete debacle, like we know and whatever. But like, I think we kind of like Annabelle. And it's not because she looks. I think what's her name kind of looks like me too. Um, She looks like a younger version of me. I mean, she kind of looks like really dopey if you want to go there. If you want to say like, oh, Alba looks like me, but like younger, I'm gonna say like she looks really dopey. She has like a really dopey looking face, like she does meth or something. But yeah, I think Annabelle is pretty cool, and like Alba was supposed to be a fling, and then the spirits told him to marry her, and he was like, what the fuck do you mean I have to marry her? And he was like really confused and sad about it and whatever. And he was like, I thought this was my last fling before I get my wife, Alyssa. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine like the kind of pain that you guys are putting us through? Like, you're putting us through so much pain. Um, it's crazy. And yeah, yeah, I think we like Annabelle, and I hope we stay liking Annabelle. You know what I mean? Because I really like can't have like 20 husbands. Like it's gonna like, because it could lead to like catastrophe and like me being like literally the only. And then that's I think why they're doing like one man. I think that's why like um my spirit guide is getting updates for being like real Rainbow Bright man. So it's like one man. It's like a update that you're never gonna get, Gulia. So I think you should probably just shut your mouth because you're never gonna get it. You're literally gonna devolve into some kind of animal. Um, because we really don't want to hear what you have to say, like literally at all. So, um, Gulia is like a fake made up name with the word ghoul and Ia at the end. Gulia. It's also like a name of a character from Monster High. We used to do like fun names. That I have a Monster High doll. It's called Alyssa Bat. And then we did an albino bat, and I forget what we named her. And I was like, I wish I was the albino bat because I'm kind of the albino bat. And I was like telling my friends at work that, and they were like, yeah, you kind of are. We probably, but it's like they just wanted to like name me something, and say like they wanted to just like honor me and support me. So like they were just like, but like not make it too obvious or whatever. So they made me Elizabeth, which is a character or whatever. Um, and I think her name wasn't Karina. Anyway, but anyway, the albino bat would have been more suitable for me, but she's sort of like an offshoot character. I can't even think of her name. But so anyway, we all know who Alyssa Bat is. She's an actress and she has black hair. And I had black hair last night. And I was with Chris Evans, so I guess I could have been an actress. So, you know, I think that's like my Juliet character. So, I don't really have a lot of hope, except that I know I'm all powerful. That's the only hope that I have right now. I don't have like any hope. I kind of feel like I'm on these right now. I kind of feel like out of it. Maybe it's the new melatonin that's making me sort of like lasted into the morning or whatever. Perhaps. I definitely was attacked last night, and I definitely was attacked. These are PJs, guys, that I have. Excuse me. These are PJs that I have that I was just, my mom gave them to me. She didn't like them, and she gave them to me last year. So she didn't like the way they fit or something like that. I don't know. So she just gave them to me. They're like Parisian. They have a little Eiffel Tower. It's like all the Paris stuff. It's Parisian. Um, so yeah, it's like I don't really have much hope. I think it was just me and Chris Evans, um, in New Energy Earth last night. Why do you guys want me to call it New Energy Earth? Because I'm channeling Dakota Fanning, aren't I? And she's calling it New Energy Earth. Um, they can't say Future Earth, right? They're not, because they know they're not allowed to Future Earth, so they're calling it New Energy Earth. And you're gonna be sorely mistaken when you end up as a little baby mole, and then you're like, love your mommy. You're like, oh my God, it's mommy. And I like pick you up, and I'm like, hello, you're so cute. We can finally get along. Um, you're not important with your Etsy show anymore, and you like being in the hand of your mama and being sweet. Um, Yeah, it really gets me going. Like it gets me so excited. I think that's why I was with Asamu yesterday because I think Asamu's Jesse since he's a Happa, and I want to say Jesse's a Happa from Last of Us because he looks like a Happa. He doesn't really look like full anything. He kind of looks white. He looks kind of whitish. So I think Jesse's a Happa. Plus he has like literally like a black man's voice. Like nobody'd ever notice that, right? Like okay, let's look it up. Let's look up Jesse's voice and see if it's a black man because he literally sounds like a black man. And I know I'm not alone in my thoughts with that one. Okay. Let me see. Jesse voice Last of Us 2. Stephen A. Chang. Well, it's definitely not the actor. I think the actor that they picked for Jesse for Last of Us 2 is literally perfect. He's almost he's almost too good looking to play Jesse. He's almost too good looking because I'm like, I literally don't want another husband. Like, please don't show me another beautiful man. But I don't think I can I don't think I can wonder who I'm talking to anymore. And I think that's why this is happening. I think that's Dakota Fanning again. Um, I don't think I have any problem saying no to him or whatever, but like I remember when I first saw him, who is the actor that plays Jesse in Last of Us Part 2? Yes, okay, but that's not the guy that they're hiring to anyway, the guy that they're hiring to play Jesse in Last of Us 2, the real live action one, he's like so fucking hot, right? But like if you need a husband and you're like an Alyssa, like you're Veronica or Veronica Wang, probably because I just said Stephen Chang, I'm like Veronica Chang. Um, but like something like that, like he's like a good option, I want to say, because like I think he's like really hot. Like I would totally hit on him in a bar or something. So I think he's like a good husband because I don't need any more husbands. Okay. And I'm probably feeling like the other Alyssa's like chomping at the bit, like, oh my God, he's so fucking hot. Anyway, Stephen A. Chang. So he is Asian. He looks kind of white. Stephen A. Chang. Why do they keep showing the guy? Like, is it that guy's voice? I never thought Jesse was hot. Now I think Jesse's hot. Jesse must be filling in. Troy Baker is Joel, and they don't look alike at all. Anyway, he looks like he could be partially black. Doesn't he, though? Like, my cousins are partially black, and they look like that. He looks like partially black, doesn't he? He looks like a complete mutt, like part black, I'm part white, I'm part Chinese. You know what I mean? Like one of those people. Um, I'm also a mutt. I don't know. I feel like people would get offended, like if I said that or whatever. But like I'm a mutt, so I don't really feel like that's offensive because I'm a literal mutt. I'm literally a lot of different things. Um, I'm Puerto Rican, so because I'm Puerto Rican, I'm part black, but I'm not part like I don't have like African American grandfather or something like that. But if Puerto Ricans have African lineage, so I'm part black because of that, if that makes sense. You know, um, I don't know, guys. Do I make sense? What do you think? Or am I like super boring? Am I like super boring to listen to? I don't know. I love to talk, you guys, and I love my viewers to be like 11 views. Like, I love it. I know I'm fucking weird, dude. I'm so weird. I guess because it's like I just wanted to be like my friends. I like literally just wanted to be my friends because like I don't know if the whole world supports me or not. Like if you support me, like you can go right ahead and watch my videos. But if you don't support me, like I literally don't want anything to do with you. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Especially because like you keep like trying to like one up us and like explain our game to us, and we're just like, you're literally the problem. You're literally the problem. And so we don't need you to talk. We don't need you to over explain yourself. We don't need you to like, it's just like, anyway. So I don't have any hope, except that I'm all powerful and I've done this before and I've seen like proof in the pudding. Um, that's like my only hope right now is that I'm all powerful, is that I'm all powerful God. So do you guys like get attacked if you like call yourself all powerful God and you're not? See, I don't know that since I am God. Um, and I'm saying it out loud. I wonder if you guys say that you're all powerful God and you're not. Like, do you guys get attacked by like my reptilian brotherhood and sisterhood? Do you get attacked by my reptilian bodyguards? Do you guys? You can be honest. So, did you guys see that reptilian call me God the other day on TV? I was like, that was rad. That was fucking rad as fuck. That was probably the highlight of my fucking year. This reptilian like came through the background of this person. I think it was this person that Aaron was interviewing. I think it was the Latina chica. And the reptilian came through her through the background. And she looked at me through the screen and she was like, I probably shouldn't have said that, God. I was like, yeah. And she was like kind of scary when she said that. I was like, yes, yes, fucking reptilians coming through the background. Makes me so happy. Marvel's just like la 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 la. Well, because I'm probably more talking to like Jeej. I guess I'm talking to my dad too, but like, it's more like, hi, Dad. It's like, why are you being so obnoxious? I'm like, because I'm talking to Gigi right now. um, oh, you guys. You guys, I don't want you to take your attention off of me, even when I'm like stretching and like yawning. So I'm gonna say you guys in the middle of like my yawn, so you can like keep paying it. Just keep paying attention to me. Okay, so yeah, I don't really have much hope. I don't know. It's another day, and I want to be handed over to my father, Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell. Colin Fair Isle, basically, is his name. Colin Fair Isle. I just want to be handed over to my pops, and yeah, I don't really want to exist other than in my rightful place, and that's my only hope is that I'm all powerful at this point because you guys like literally aren't listening like at all, and and you're just like going on with like normal day-to-day business and stuff or whatever. Um, I did have a guy break character yesterday. I kind of want my second cup of coffee, and it's 34 minutes in, so I think I'm just gonna go do that. Okay, I'll tell you about the guy who broke character yesterday. Um, when I get back, and I didn't tell you about my dreams yet either, except for the Chris Evans Future Earth dream, where it's like it's still configuring. It's still just like gray boxes, like gray rooms, like a gray. It's just like an empty IKEA basically is sort of what it is. Like it has like chairs and stuff, but it's like it's not like furnished well, it's sort of just like chairs and couches, but like not orderly and not like very cool looking. and just like in gray rooms. So it's like organically keeps like reconfiguring and stuff. And so like I'm with Chris Evans now. It's probably the one, but I think like the alarm set off. Like I said, like these things I don't think are powerful at all. And I'll take like two another day and like I won't get a crazy panic attack with a coma. And I think that was literally um I think it's literally space induced and with the overlay that it's like freaking THC and it set off the alarm that Last of Us was literally going to start because you guys weren't listening to me and you're not listening to me. And that's why I was with Osamu. So I think if I end up with Osamu, like I think it's that coded. I don't think it's racist or something stupid like that. I think it's coded. Okay, I think it's coded and you guys are literal assholes, right? And if you're assholes to me, that means you're assholes to Osamu as well because he's Alyssa. And um so if I end up with Osamu, which I'm ending up with in space, it's going to cause Last of Us. So I think that was like the signal, like yesterday when I was in Future Earth with Osamu, that Last of Us was about to start. If you guys didn't back off, right? And it also happened with like the crazy fucking panic attack, right? So then it's like you started to concede the race, but you're not conceding completely. If I'm half Dakota Fanning in Future Earth with Chris Evans, um, like why does Alyssa need all these men? Because they're mine. They're mine. They're my men. Okay, they're my court. They're my men, and I get to decide who they date. And I'm definitely not giving him to ugly ass bitches like Dakota Fanning. Do you think that I gave him to you, Dakota Fanning? Do you think that I hired him and gave him to you? No, that was not my will. We're supposed to be in the castle this year. We're not supposed to be with Dakota Fanning this year. Um, okay, so so you guys got to give me Chris Evans again. Like I'm totally saying this out loud. You guys have to give me Chris Evans or Last of Us will take over the planet and I will be extremely fucking turned on with the Samu. So to take over the planet and whether we're platonic or in love, guess what bitches, we don't fucking give a fuck, okay? That's sort of the point, you know. So so that's why he didn't want to give you a Samu. I love how stupid you are. Like I really love how stupid people are. So anyway, I want to say that you guys switched courses and you gave me to Chris Evans, or you started thinking about giving me back to Chris Evans. Seems like we're up against Dakota Fanning for that one because she has her career to worry about, of course. And who's she gonna like? Nobody's actually gonna go see Dakota Fanning because like we literally don't give a fuck about her. And the only reason we go to see the movie is because of the hot guy that's married to Alyssa Janello is in the movie. And so like, what am I gonna do about my career? Like nobody wants to watch me. Only nobody wants to watch Chris Evans. They don't give a fuck about Chris Evans clone Alyssa because like it's not you. Okay. Like, do you guys secretly know the truth? And you're just like, no, you can't like take our like you can't take our gods out of our films, Alyssa. Nobody's gonna come see our movies, okay? And thank you for staying out of the film industry altogether because we know like nobody would go see our movies. If it was just you and Jen, like why would anybody go see Dakota Fanning if like Alyssa and Jen were in movies? Like nobody would go. Um, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Um, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I'm gonna cry. Do I have my death face on, you guys? I think I kind of do have my death face on. Well, not like that. That is called regular life. Regular human life with my little bags under my eyes. Now I'm looking like Palpatine. Who gives a fuck about this planet and this life? Palpatine. Okay, you guys. So anyway, they're like, you guys, I think we should back off and get rid of Chris Evans because I have like a really bad feeling about this. Yeah, it's called Last of Us. It's called Zombie Apocalypse. It's called like No Humans on Earth. Like I think maybe you should pay attention. And we're like, maybe we should get rid of Chris Evans. And then like you guys start to course correct and you're like, okay, let's get rid of Chris Evans. And then like Dakota Fanning's like, no, 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 you can't do that. You can't do that because like she cares about her career. She's a fucking idiot. So you guys are course correcting. So like the planetary panic attack has like gone down, okay? Literally because you guys all agreed like maybe we should get rid of Chris Evans. Maybe she can like part-time give him to Dakota Fanning. No. Okay, the answer is no. Dakota Fanning gets him never. Literally never. She never fucking met the dude, okay? Like pretty sure it was me in the suit and like I made her go bye-byes, but it's definitely against my will for them to like even be like in a fucking movie together. Okay, so I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know. Guys, I don't feel like being mad at Jamie Lee Curtis for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you guys course corrected. So it's not going to cause Last of Us now, but you have to like actually follow through with it and like hand me over to Chris Evans. Okay, you actually have to like hand him over to me. Like hand me over to him. Hand the princess over to Chris Evans. Okay, he's one of my dads. He's one of my space dads. It's not that hard to understand. He's like, I think he's like a couple years younger than me in this earth, but whatever. Hand the princess over to space dad. You started to like think it comes through in dreams. Energy flows where energy goes. Okay, that's why I was with Chris Evans last night because you guys are having like panic attacks as fuck. And it's like, well, if you would have kept me in a stable job and not tried to fucking kill me at Mattel, this wouldn't be happening. Okay? Like you literally like are stupid. Okay? You're fucking dumb. Okay? You're dumb. Okay? There's nothing else to say. But like you're fucking stupid. You have the princess to take care of and she's bleeding out of her fucking asshole and you side with I think her name is Jende. You side with her. You're idiots. You're all fucking idiots. Okay? You're literal idiots for doing that. Okay? Um so ask yourself why this is happening today because you don't have a say that time is over. Don't be like we need to give her job back now or whatever. That time is over. You need to put the princess in the fucking castle. That time is over. You were idiots back then. Follow the trajectory. Stop being idiots today. Right? Like that's like where we're at, you know. Um we're prepping for Last of Us in California if you even care. No, of course I don't care. Of course I don't care because I just told you I was prepping for Last of Us too. You fucking idiots. Shut the fuck up. Okay? You're the reason that we're prepping for Last of Us 2. This is what you say. Give the princess the Getty Center. Let her start her mutant school. Okay? That's what you say if you're at work right now. I'm going to burp in your ear. Okay? You're stupid and you're a dumb bitch. And you're bored in your marriage and you think I give a fuck. Okay? You think that the cheating code is for you. You're stupid. There's nothing there. Okay? It is going to cause Last of Us. If you keep going in the direction of there's nothing there and thinking you're important and thinking, oh my God, it's so exciting. I get to cheat. Oh my God, I get to date again. And then you go out there and there's nothing there. You start dating and there's nothing there. I wonder why there's nothing there because it's not about you cheating. It's about giving the princess her fucking castle, and that would include the Getty Center. I love how stupid humans are. It's like crazy. If I was actually a princess on Earth, if I was actually represented on Earth, a princess on Earth, I wouldn't be sitting here on the struggle bus in my fucking parents' house having two people listen to me. Okay? I would literally be Jean Grey in the Getty Center with my mutant school. And I would have the other Getty Center as my house, okay? As my mansion or whatever with my husbands and my wives and whoever else I want. Okay? That then I would be princess of the earth. I'm still considered normal human because I'm on struggle bus number one. So yes, we are going towards Last of Us. Do you get it? Do you get it? What's happening on the physical? What's happening on the physical? Do you guys get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you have a couple brain cells left that you might be able to get it today? Okay. So that's where we're going on the physical level. These are bleed throughs coming through the panic attacks and everything like that. Those are bleed throughs coming through the pipe to get you to fucking turn around and be like, give Alyssa the fucking Getty Center, California. Stop shitting around. This is definitely happening. You guys are idiots. You guys are fucking idiots every fucking day. I'm so sick of I'm so sick of dealing with you. Like I'm just so sick of it. I'm so fucking sick of it. Um Her dad said you're about to be blocked in all 50 countries and it gave us all a panic attack. Okay, I'm reporting it to my fucking dad. I'm saying it out loud because that's sort of like an intimidation tactic. They say these weird things in telepathy to get me to shut up. And you can't do that. It's my video game. Again, you're being an idiot, right? So that means it's my YouTube. That means it's my social media. That means it's my, everything. It's my energy. It's all my energy. It's all my organic energy. Okay, so if anybody wants to go buy me a pack of cigarettes or like a couple of vapes or whatever, like that would be really great. Um, I don't know, I just really like nicotine. Um, I just really like the nicotine challenge, like to not have nicotine. Thank you, Dakota Fanning. I really give a fuck. We are literally going to have Last of Us because of the Dakota Fannings of the world that think their individuating um, opinions matter. We need to hear your individuating opinion, and it needs to affect the real queen's life. And you have to have an important career, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yes, we're leading ourselves to the apocalypse because of the Dakota Fannings of the fucking world. I'm so glad I'm not the problem today. I think you are the problem today, John. I think John is always the problem. John is always the problem. That's the problem, right? So, I think that men are going to become cardboard cutouts. I saw me walking around with a cardboard cutout of Brandon Lee, a life-size cardboard cutout of Brandon Lee, because I wasn't being taken seriously. And I started walking around the earth with a cardboard cutout of Brandon Lee, and you guys start taking me seriously, which is crazy. How do I get a cardboard cutout of Brandon Lee to fit into my Fiat? Does it fold? And then is there like a mechanism to make it stand upright again? Because how's it going to fit into my Fiat? But anyway, do I sit it? Is it like a folding one and it sits on the passenger seat and he's like sitting in the passenger seat next to me and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Brandon?" Anyway, so like that's what I saw in a vision like I don't know a few days ago and this is like the weird thing that's really annoying that like if I don't say these things out loud, you guys think it's like free territory for you to talk about to actual Brandon Lee and tell Brandon Lee to back off. And I'm just like, what is your problem? Are you that slow, Becky? Like, have you ever taken an IQ test? Did you get like how many grades did you get held back in school? Okay, you obviously didn't graduate high school when you were 8 years old like me and Adam. And that's like obviously true. Okay, you obviously were held back like multiple times. You're like really, really, really slow and like you never graduated high school. Like we get it. Okay, so I think like they invented the Department of Education and then they were like, oh my God, we're like really fucking stupid. It was like a backlash, whiplash. It was invented by the 1970s porn chapter of the world that just destroyed the world in the 1970s or tried to destroy the world in the 1970s in the modeling community that I talked about. And they invented the Department of Education, which Trump is eradicating. He did a Heath Ledger, and he signed a Heath Ledger to eradicate the Department of Education, which was formed in 1979 um, due to the porn being taken away from the world And so they were like, we have to destroy the world in another way. So let's make it the Department of Education and call Alyssa really stupid. And I graduated high school when I was 8 years old. And you can't even graduate high school. And that's called backlash, whiplash, um, because you invented this program to try to kill us. And it actually just proved how stupid you are. And again, we're proving how stupid you are today. That's why he's like, we need to eradicate the U.S. Department of Education because it doesn't mean shit. It's a fucking psyop, bitch. It's a fucking psyop and doesn't mean shit. And you can't even pass your own tests. Okay, so the U.S. Department of Education is being eradicated. Let me think about that. And then they go into a catatonic stare off. Oh, they're picturing World War III. I mean, you were really bad at school and like you were really negative and like I said, like you barely passed. So I don't really know why you would care about the US Department of Education. Now I now know why you guys use it though, because you're like use it for pity. It's like one of those things like feels so bad for me, I'm so dumb. Feels so bad for me. Feels so bad for me. I can't wash the dishes. Feels so bad for me. Like I have all of these problems and like my husband hates me and I really need compassion and like empathy and like sympathy from like the world at large because like I am just suffering so greatly. Again, you're very, very important, Becky, and we hear you clearly. Okay, so the guy that broke character yesterday. So I took 2 walks yesterday. So I must have walked around 10 to 12 miles. So, uh, 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 okay, so, looks like the TV just committed suicide again. How can a TV commit suicide? It's an inanimate object. All right, so yesterday I was taking a walk, my second walk of the day for my second cigarette of the day because nobody's bought me a pack of cigarettes. Not that I really want a pack of cigarettes. I probably want 2 vapes, but anyway, I was taking my second walk of the day for my second cigarette, and there was this guy walking. It was 3 guys walking, and one of the guys, his eyes were like this. Like I can't even do it, but his eyes were like this, and he was like walking sort of like with a limp, and his eyes were like this, and he was like, I kind of want to say he was had a mental challenge going on, and it seemed very very easy to spot because my brain isn't really working with words right now. So he was with 2 of his friends who looked quite normal, and I asked him for a cigarette. It was very windy out, so I couldn't light the cigarette. I turned my back to them to try to light the cigarette. I couldn't light the cigarette. And then he was like, "Let me light the cigarette for you." And so he did. Um, it was 3 guys. So one of the other guys, the normal guy, the normalish guy, he lit the cigarette for me. And then the guy who seemed to have challenges with his eyes and his walking and so on and so forth, I looked at him and his eyes were fine. His gait was fine. And everything was completely normal about him. And he looked at me and he said, I'm going to be okay. And so are you. And it took my breath away. Okay. It took my breath away that this man could just be there with me for that one single moment in my life. He was just there with me in my single moment of my life. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God, you guys. Do I look like Lady Gaga? Be honest. I don't think I look anything like Lady Gaga. She said that I look like her this morning. She's like, oh my God, who am I, guys? Do you want us to say Alyssa? You don't look anything like Alyssa, Lady Gaga. You don't look anything like me. Like, I don't know. There's just like nothing in my face that looks like Lady Gaga's face whatsoever. Even in my ugliest form, I do not look like Lady Gaga. Okay. Anyway, the guy changed states right in front of me. Okay, the guy changed. He basically what he said was he was acting. He said he was acting. Okay, and I'm like, am I performing miracles out here, or is this guy acting, or is it both? I don't know. Let's find out. You know what I mean? Because people are like so stupid. But anyway, they're like, I have the power to like heal myself, Alyssa. I literally have the power to like heal myself. Like, I literally have the power to do it. I have the power to heal myself, Alyssa. Like, I'm an alien too. Like, that's how simple and easy that one is to solve. Um, so no, you're not acting, and no, you're not pulling yourself out of the state with your own fucking capacity. So anyway, but he like broke character, and it was like really really obvious. And until Jamie Lee Curtis like totally interrupted us, and that was obviously Jamie Lee Curtis and one of her long dramatic diatribes. You guys remember My Girl? She was in My Girl, and I loved that movie. And I just saw a scene from that movie, and I was like, wow, the 70s were great. And yeah, so last night, basically, it was like a whole family event. of like Alyssa versus Alyssa. Basically, it was like Alyssa is facing Alyssa, and Alyssa needs help. Basically, um, like Alyssa is against Alyssa, and Alyssa needs help, and that was like one of the dreams last night. And go away, cheesy old man. Go away, cheesy old man was on repeat last night, and I feel bad for all of us. I literally feel bad for all. Go. I heard my friend chanting "Go away, cheesy old man" over and over and over, and I saw Adam, my brother, beat me up, like punch me. Like Adam was like literally punching me and beating me up, and I was like, "Ow, ow, ow!" I felt it, it's like in the hypnagogic state, and I like felt it. I felt my brother like punching me. I was like, "Ow, ow, 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 ow!" And then I woke up, and then I had like major hemorrhoids that were like stinging, hurting, like really, really bad. So it was like a whole bunch of like different feelings and stuff like that um, over the airwaves, and I was like, "I'm in pain." But anyway, so it was like it was sort of like an epiphany moment because my brother was like beating me up and like we're the same person and I'm like ow 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 Addie, and then like I wake up in like excruciating pain of the butt, and and I'm like being like held and like coached by my father Colin Farrell as he's like watching on his kids beat themselves up, and he's like, Adam's beating up Adam and Adam needs help. Alyssa's beating up Alyssa and Alyssa needs help, basically. And he's like holding me. um, because we're getting, those are space codes, by the way. Those are space codes. Those are like gentle space codes, like dropping in at night. Instead of like a full on, like full body hallucination and everything. Um, did I say I was being held by JFK? It's the same thing. I'm gonna see Colin. I told you, like, we pull ourselves out, and so our face changes to Marilyn's and JFK's face because we pulled ourselves out, and that was I think the 7D level. I think I said, like angels on Earth. The angels on Earth, the angelic on Earth. So now, I think I guess it depends on how you look at it. I was gonna say like maybe Colin's above me, maybe Colin's below me because it's like the denser you get, the stupider you get. Like you have to like be completely fit. It could go both ways, 'cause it could go both ways really. Um, I think my dad is from level one because of the eyes, so I think he is from level one. And I think I would be from level three because my eyes aren't as close as John's or Colin's. Um, so, but I think that like my youth was more of level five, the youth that I remember, and it's sort of getting replaced by a level one youth. Like I said, with the My Girl scenes, where I was just like, whoa, um, yeah, my childhood was not like that, and it definitely seems like these scenery is starting to bleed through. And yeah. So He's taking care of his twins. Um, yeah, that's pretty much how I respond to anything where I'm just like, ow, 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 ow. And then I have to like calm myself down and like heal myself. And that's basically how I do it, how I do. Um, I think that's all of the notes that I have from yesterday. Oh, yeah, the cardboard cutout. So I think okay, so I think because you're not letting me have my husband in real life, which I want in real life, which of course is fine if it's Chris Evans, but you guys have to support us. Okay, you can't give me Chris Evans and then I have to like go through the fucking um I don't know, is that going to happen on Earth? I don't know. But like go through the fucking roster on Earth, be like, okay, it's not Chris Evans. It would probably go Chris Evans, Hayden, then Colin, which I think is basically what we did on Earth. Um so I mean, if you guys can't get along with the Pleiades, which is the rulers of Earth, then you don't deserve your human capacities. And I have already said that multiple times, and that is why you're devolving to animals. Because if you can't respect the rulers of the Earth are Pleiadians, okay? And the reptilians know that. It's also a reptilian planet, but I don't know how else to put that. But yeah, it's a Palladian planet because look at us, we look like Palladians, right? So it's humans are a lower version of Venetians and Palladians. So, okay. So if you can't respect your rulers, then you don't deserve your human aspect because it's just an aspect of yourself. So, I guess I would be your Palladian aspect, right, guys? I'm blonde haired and blue eyed. All the rest of you are brown hair and brown eyes, even though my Palladian aspect is brown hair and brown eyes. Anyway, so what was I say? Palladian rulers on Earth are filling in at this time of your space, and that's what she means by the real one, filling in. Yeah. I think the goal is to be sparkly scalar waves on Earth. I think that's the goal, which would be reptilian Palladian hybrids. And some of you are like, oh my God, she used to say that as a kid. I'm like, okay, well, I'm still the same person. Like sparkly scalar waves, that's what it is to me. It's sort of like a wave more than like a person. Um, that's like an interdimensional. That's half Palladian, half reptilian, or whatever, different amounts maybe. Um, those are sparkly scalar waves and they're hybrids. And if you can't respect your children or your lifestyle or your God, then you are calling for the higher rulers to enter the Earth's atmosphere and take over the planet in a visceral way. And that would be by separating the wheat from the chaff, aka the humans, from the Palladian gargoyles called sparkly scalar waves. um, I did feel like I was about to say something and I totally forgot what I was about to say. Something like if you hand me over, I think that time is like over. I think you guys just have to give me over to Colin. Like I don't think because I don't think I want that to happen. So I think it's my decision. And like as much as I love Chris, I think that time has passed. It's like a step in the right direction. It's not going to cause Last of Us, but Like if Marvel continue, like if you give me to Chris Evans and like Marvel continues to like steal my life and steal my stories and steal like my family's and my friends' stories and stuff like that for money and accolades and like not give me any credit, it's gonna like escalate to Hayden and then Colin. Um, so I think that's why you just have to like give me back to JFK and leave me the fuck alone, right? So, you guys know that Colin's JFK, right? I think I said that Colin's JFK and I'm Marilyn. So, I think you guys just have to give me back to JFK, and um, I don't think it's a choice anymore to give me over to Chris Evans because you failed too many times, and we're actually trying to help you. And we do want to play Last of Us, but like more in like a controlled mechanism, like a safety mechanism. We sort of want to play it in like a safer way, like not where like complete like panic attack central, like like just because you're stupid, like doesn't mean you have to cause the entire world to have a panic attack. Graphic designer nation, just because you're a fucking idiot doesn't mean that you have the right to fucking cause the entire fucking planet to have a goddamn fucking joint panic attack, okay? Um, yeah, I think I'm done for the day.